Welcome back to Driving with Tom. So today we're going to start at the airport. So either someone's picking you up or maybe you flew into town and you want to take a trip to the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee campus. So I'm going to take you on my preferred route to the campus. It may not be the fastest or the shortest, but I consider it the most pretty and definitely the least stressful of the routes. So sit back and let's take a ride. Once you get past baggage claim or car rental, you'll end up on this curve that goes to the left. Just follow that, and we'll see you in a bit. Here you see you have a choice of taking 94 or Howell Avenue. You're going to want to get on Howell Avenue, so stay to the right. And once you get on Howell, you will be making a right-hand turn, so stay in the right lane. So here's Howell Avenue. You'll be turning right, which is going north. We're going to take this up the road about a mile until we get to a road called Layton Avenue, where we'll be making another right-hand turn. I'll speed it up so the trip up Layton doesn't take so long. See you in a bit. Now that we've turned right onto Layton, we're going to continue east to Lake Parkway, where we'll be making a left-hand turn to get onto it. For you eagle-eyed viewers out there, yes, there is an edit. At one point, I made a wrong turn. Sorry. Once you get about half mile, three-quarter of a miles down Layton, on the right-hand side, you're going to see this little observation lot. If you have time, I highly suggest you visit it. You can watch airplanes take off and land, and if they're using the right runway, they're like right over your head. You can even tune your car radio to 88.5, and you can listen to the tower. It's a lot of fun. I go there all the time, take a lunch, and just watch airplanes. It's one of my most favorite places in Milwaukee. So we're making our left-hand turn, and we're going to head north on the Lake Parkway for a few miles. I'll join up with you again soon. Just a little heads up, you're going to be cruising at about 50, 60 miles per hour when you're going to come up to Oklahoma Avenue, and there's a set of stoplights here. So just keep an eye out for it. It is pretty well marked. We're now coming up to the Hone Bridge. It's one of the most spectacular views of Milwaukee you have, and I just love going over this bridge. I love seeing the lake and the skyline. You just can't beat this view of Milwaukee. The building on the left is the U.S. Bank building, which used to be called the First Wisconsin building. That building is famous because it appears for a split second in the Blues Brothers movie when the car is doing the backflip off the bridge that goes to nowhere. When you get to the bottom of the ramp, we'll be heading north on Lincoln Memorial Drive. This is a happening little part of Milwaukee. You have the north end of our festival grounds. You have our Discovery World Museum. If you go left, you'll go up into downtown Milwaukee itself. But if you continue going straight like we're going to do, we're going to stay on the lakefront. And up ahead in just a moment is our Milwaukee Art Museum, which is beautiful. I'll tell you more about that in just a second. So on the right is the Milwaukee Art Museum. The main feature of it is a Calatrava sculpture, which is the wings opening. And they open and close during the day. It's also weather dependent, but it is beautiful. I highly recommend, though, you park across the street and then walk across the bridge, and that way you get the best view of the wings, which you'll see right here. Just thought we'd pause for a second and mention Veterans Park, which is on the right. It is beautiful. It's on the lake. There's big open green space, which is perfect for flying kites. And if you don't have a kite, there's actually a kite store right on the lakefront. It's just incredible. There's also a lagoon, and in the summertime, they have paddle boats you could take out. It's just a beautiful green space right on the lake. I can't recommend it high enough. So now we're coming up to the north end of Lincoln Memorial Drive. We'll be making this sweeping left-hand turn and coming to a set of lights. At those lights, you'll be going straight, and you're now going to be on Kenwood Boulevard. And shortly, we'll be at UWM. We're now passing Downer Avenue, and on the right-hand side is University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee's campus, or locally is known as UWM. On the right-hand side is the Student Union. There's a large underground parking structure here. Also, the UWM bookstore is there. There are also restaurants, ballrooms, conference rooms. They do some performance stuff there. It's kind of the heart of the campus. And since we made it this far, we're going to go around the corner here and I'm going to show you where the dorms are. And up on the right, you're going to see Sandberg Hall, which is the dormitory towers for UWM. UWM is actually very safe. They even have their own campus police. As you move past the dorms, there's this wooded area to the right. There's some controversy happening about whether they're going to keep it a wooded area, but that's for politicians to figure out. That's not what I'm about. Thank you for watching my video about how to get from the airport to UWM. Take care. And up on the right, you're going to see Sandberg Hall, which is the dormitory towers for UWM. UWM is actually very safe. They even have their own campus police. As you move past the dorms, there's this wooded area to the right. There's some controversy happening about whether they're going to keep it a wooded area, but that's for politicians to figure out. That's not what I'm about. Thank you for watching my video about how to get from the airport to UWM. Take care.